Good morning, guys. So today I am going to make a banana bread. I'm getting my pan ready to then mix my ingredients and put them in. And what I'm using is, let me show you my ingredients. I have 3 mashed bananas in here. I have 3 eggs that I'm going to use. I have 3/4 cup of coconut flour. I have a 1/4 cup of honey. You could use raw honey or whichever honey you like. I'm using sunflower honey today. And you're going to need an 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, also a teaspoon of cinnamon, and we're going to need 1/3 cup of coconut oil to bake this. And then we're going to take a 1/4 cup of walnuts. I'm going to chop them up, mix them in, and then place walnuts on top of it before I bake it. So I'm going to get the pan ready. Okay, so what I do is I put on my spray, and I'm using just a regular coconut spray. Put a little bit of that in there. And then you're going to put your parchment paper, because you're going to need parchment paper so that you'll be able to lift it up to get it out of the pan. So, put it in here. Beautiful day today. Sun is out, cool. Alright, I got the fan going so it's flopping my paper. And then I'm going to put one in the middle. Just crease this here. Okay, so you get the idea. It's going to go in here before I bake it. Okay, so to this, I'm going to add, let me get my baking soda. Oh God, which is the baking soda down here now? This is not it. Hold up, guys. Aha. Baking soda. Alright, I put my baking soda in jars, and I use the one that doesn't have aluminum. We shouldn't be baking with stuff with aluminum inside. So, I have my thing. I'm going to crack my eggs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scramble them before I put them in there. So we got 3 pasture-raised eggs, because that's all I use. Everything in this recipe, this is a coconut flour banana bread, all gluten-free. I mean, if you're allergic to coconut, you could always use almond flour or any kind of flour, as long as it's not white. Even the brown rice flour you could use as well. I haven't tried that one, but I'm going to try that next time. So, my 3 eggs. See how rich the color of these eggs are? Now, mind you, there's nothing in here, nothing artificial, actually. Throw those eggs in there. Then I'm going to add the honey. Because I'm going to need 1/3 of coconut oil as well, which I'm going to put in here after I get the honey out of here. And you can use any coconut oil I have no preference. This is organic. I use this brand and I use this brand. So they're all different. So we're going to use 1/3 of a cup of the coconut oil. That in there. Let's put this up here for now. Okay, let me put in my nutmeg. Actually, I'm going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. And this is fresh nutmeg that I grinded. I just grind it and put it in the refrigerator. And my cinnamon. And to this, I am going to add, let me take this off. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon. So this is 1 teaspoon. So if you take this teaspoon and put it on the palm of your hand, just remember that when you measure, this is a palm is a teaspoon. So if you don't have a spoon or teaspoon measurements around, this is how you know. You put some in your palm, that is a teaspoon. Put that in there. I'm supposed to add an 1/8. Oh, I gotta add a teaspoon of baking soda as well. Okay, and let's see, what else am I missing? The salt. I'm missing salt. So to this, I use pink salt. I need an 1/8. Because it's really, a pinch is about an 1/8. Yeah, an 1/8 of a teaspoon is a pinch. Alright, so there's my salt. Because you have to have salt. Just throw it into it. It's not going to come out salty at all. Alright, so I'm going to take this mixture and I'm going to mix this up. This is what it looks like. Try to get all that mixture in. This is like super duper fast and so easy. Try to get all that. Alright, so once you have all that mixed, then you add in your dry ingredient, which is actually the flour. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sift it so it doesn't have any lumps. Okay. So if you don't have one of those flour sifters, you could use one of these little colanders and just go like this. You just want to get all the lumps out. So it's 3/4 of a cup of coconut flour or almond flour, any kind of flour that you want to use, as long as it's not white flour. I stay away from anything white. When it comes to the food. Right, so there's our mixture. It's gonna come out so moist. Alright, so I am going to get some walnuts. I think I'll put the walnuts inside too. Okay, so this mixture is done. We get my eggs away. Alright, so I'm gonna need if you have nut allergy, you don't have to use any kind of nuts. You could do it plain. I prefer the walnuts. I have no allergies, and most of my friends and family don't have nut allergies. So let me put this on here. I'll take a knife and I'm gonna cut some of these. Alright, so nope, small knife, big knife. There we go. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna chop, just rough chop the walnuts. You can use pecans too, or pecan, whichever way they call them. But this is a nice little treat. You can have this for breakfast. If you drink coffee, you can have this for breakfast with a little bit of almond butter on it. Or you could have, you could put ice cream over it, warm it up, and put ice cream over it, and have it for dessert. So I think I'm going to need, I usually do 4 eggs. This time I did 3. I think I'm going to need that extra egg. Yeah, it's going to need that extra egg. So guys, it's really 4 eggs. I wanted to make the batter less eggy, but didn't work. I want it to be moist. I've experimented on this recipe so many times. Now that's better. Because see, there's not a lot of flour in here, and it's coconut flour, so the consistency is not. This is the consistency that has to be. Sorry about the sun. It's like really bright today. So this is what you want. That kind of consistency. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the pan. I'm going to bake it. And once it's baked, I'll come back and show you guys. So, as I showed you earlier, my pan. Now I'm going to put this in an oven for 350 for about 55 minutes. Or actually until I put a toothpick in and it comes out dry. So then you're going to smash it like this. My grandbabies love all this natural stuff that they think it's not healthy, but it is. But they don't realize what they're eating sometimes. But they like it. Alright. Just pop it out. So it's nice and even. Now I'm going to take my walnuts. Take some walnuts. And I'm going to put some walnuts on top. This is probably too much, but let's see how it goes. Just give it a rough chop. And just put it on top. Okay, so there you go. One banana bread ready to be popped in the oven. 350. You could either stick a toothpick on it after the 55 minutes or just check it. Try not to let it burn. And I'm going to come back with the results once it's baked.